Hello, right, so back again. Sorry for the delay. Basically, I got really annoyed with the car because I was welding on the intercooler brackets, which I will show you now. And anyway, so they didn't work out. The intercooler actually sat 5mm to the left. I noticed it, probably everybody else wouldn't have. It really bugged me, so I cut them off and started again. I was trying to film, weld, hold the intercooler and do everything all on my own. So yeah, I got really fed up and stopped filming for ages. But I have actually got more progress done on the car, and I will show you that now. So yesterday we got delivery of hoses. I've got AN4, AN6 and that's the AN10. I've also ordered myself a clutch line tuck kit over there. Obviously with all the lines I have to get all the fittings, so that's just a mixture of fittings in there. I've got the power steering delete fittings in there. I've just got to cut the line to suit. I also have got battery terminals, because obviously batteries being relocated in the boot. I also took delivery of 3 tubs of seam sealer, because I'm going to remove the old seam sealer and replace it with some new stuff just to get it all tidied up. And the final part of yesterday's delivery was the aluminium coolant reservoir tank from Mishimoto. That's basically going to replace the stock Honda expansion bottle. So there's the intercooler all bolted on nice and even this time. Show you the brackets. So I've made a T-bracket along the top of the intercooler, which then goes down off an angled down there, and it's just welded on. A few tacks, and then I've added more weld, and obviously sprayed it black for now, just to stop it rusting. Underneath, this is the original bracket that messed up, so I've just cut it off and added a new L bracket that I had laying around. Obviously, I've tried to clean weld it as much as I can. Ignore the amount of washes that are on there. I need to find the appropriate length bolt. Yeah, so that's that. Of course, in the engine bay I've removed the washer bottle, but that's going to be going back in, and I've also removed the power steering, but that's completely going. So as you can see, all the piping is gone, and down there is a power steering delete loop, but I need to fit the elbow onto that, so I'll be doing that today. I've also cut back the fuel lines down there. Now with the fuel lines, this is your in and that's your return. The one that was in the middle used to go to the evap tank that used to sit here. That's now gone, and basically that just lets out any excess vapours from the fuel tank out. And for now I've routed it down here, underneath the car behind the cabin, so I won't get any vapours inside the car. Again, that just needs a little bit of tidying up once everything's in. These bolts that stick out of the firewall are going to be cut and ground back, just so I've got as much of a flush look as possible. I'm not going full like flush, but enough that it won't be there. And on here I've removed the seam sealer on this side. I've practically gone back to here on this side, but I'm just going to get some more original seam sealer or filler and just tidy that section. You won't be able to see here because the battery tray is going back in for the oil can, but there'll be more on that later. And then this side I've removed the seam sealer completely from down there, under there, practically all the way up, and I'll just reseal that. What else? Oh yeah, I've removed all the engine mounts for now, because I've obviously got nicer ones to go in. So I've fitted the elbow to the power steering loop. The elbow is going to go to there. Basically it was too tight to try fit a straight connector like there is down the bottom, so it was just easier to fit the elbow, which should theoretically go like that. But yeah, there's plenty of videos online on how to fit AN fitting, so I won't sit here and explain on how to do it. I probably won't explain it as good, but all you really need is two adjustable spanners, some masking tape, and maybe a little bit of WD-40 to help ease in the braided hose. So as you can see in here, I've placed bolts inside all the holes that are going to be made redundant, because I am going to be shaving the bay. Not a full shave, but you know, semi-shave. So all these little dimples here and all the kind of visible holes are going to be closed off. So what I've done here is found the correct size bolt from a scrap Civic that I scrapped I think nearly a year ago now. So I just had loads of spare bolts laying around, so I filled them in, and then to stop obviously rust from appearing from the other side, what I'm hoping will work is using this building silicone. So now what I'm doing is, inside the hole I'm just pumping the silicone until it comes all the way back out, then screwing the bolt in with enough out, like, well, not like that one, like there, to get a grinder behind it and grind it off, and then get the welder, fill the welds in, fill the gaps in with the weld, and then grind that back, and it should be smooth. But obviously it will stop rust from coming back and haunting me in the future. So yeah, I'm just gonna, I've done this side. Any bolt that you see with a circle around it means it's staying. So around here I've got these ones to do, and all of them round the strut tower. Yeah, so I'll just crack on with that and we'll see where it goes after this. So I've cut all the bolts back. I'm going to weld them in place. The silicone's obviously dry. The reason for welding them with a tack quickly is to stop them spinning in the hole. Just a little update for everybody. The grinder died on me. The motor's burnt out. I've managed to do some welding. So here, I blew a hole through there, so I'm trying to patch it up, but again, until I get another grinder, I can't really do much more. I've done a couple more welds there. Where else? Here, I've tacked these down there, not that one there. Until I get another grinder, I can't really do anything else. So I've grinded everything back down. All these little gaps that you can see where the bolts are, I'm going to basically weld, or just weld the gap just so that they're solid. Grind that back down flat, and then basically just prep the bay, and obviously get a couple of coats of etch primer and the bare metal places. Yeah, and then that should be that, and we're getting somewhere. So all the areas that you can see in this kind of grey green stuff is high etch primer. I blew a massive hole through here, which has been plated and welded. I'm gonna grind all this back tomorrow or a later stage, and then just to fill all the gaps. Up here I had a massive hole that blew through. I'm not really sure why. But me and my dad have put a plate on it, so this just needs to be cut back, ground back, and just generally tidied up. So here's the plate that me and my dad made yesterday to cover up the hole here. You know, I've angle grinded it back, hammered it a little bit into shape. So now I'm just going to fill the gaps, you know, so it just retains a little bit of shape, and go from there really. So as per usual, I've not filmed the majority of what I was supposed to film, mainly because it's been so freaking hot out here. I've not had really the strength to try and do the camera, do the stuff, talk, blah blah blah. Sorry if there's any wind noise, a bit of breeze picked up, but I'll show you what I've done. So as you can see, the engine is pretty empty, pretty grey. The front end of the car is gone. I've stored that in the back of the car. Obviously ground back any holes that, or bolts or weld that was visible. Basically the next step is, obviously I've etch primered all of this. This is what this is, grey stuff is etch primer. Once the etch primer's dry, and obviously that'll be for another day because it's quite late now, I'm going to smooth out all the holes, smooth out any patches, and get to work sanding. But yeah, it's slowly getting there.